Welcome back, children. Welcome in your science lesson, right? Okay. Now, what was the topic that we did, the new unit which we have started this week? Can you name that? Yes? Correct. That was about air. We have learned about how air is caused. We learned about the different properties of air, right? All right. Now, I'm going to do some experiment in front of you and you are going to see what I am doing. Okay. Now, I have these small papers you can see in my hand. These are small chits of paper and I'm going to put these papers here on the top of this bag of mine. Can you all see this, children? Can you all see? Right? And the papers are here and I have put these papers on top of this. And what am I going to do? I'm now see what happens, right? Can you all see this, children? Yes, you all can see. Now what happened? What happened to the papers? The small papers that I had in my hand, what happened to them? They were, they started flying, they started moving, they moved from their place. Why? Because of the pressure of the air. Because when I kept them on my box, they were still. But when I did, I blowed some air like this, they fly. They started moving. They fly from this place and they went to another place. Why? Because of the pressure. Because of the pressure of the air. Right? Okay. So this happens because of the pressure of the air. Now you know that we have done this, that the moving air is called wind. What is the moving air called? It's called wind. When the air moves, we call it a wind. Sometimes what happens, the wind is very strong. So the strong winds, they causes storm. They causes different types of storms. All right. Okay. So moving air is called wind. But when the wind is very strong, then we'll have the storms. Right. Okay. I'm going to show you some pictures of which are going to tell you what type of storms do we have. These are only few pictures. Now, can you see this picture of mine, children? Now see, the moving air causes the clouds to move. Alright? It causes the clouds to move. The clouds are coming and there are bunch of clouds which are moving here and they are going to cause a storm. Alright? Okay? Now, I'll show you another picture which is going to tell you about the storm. Now see how we have this. It's a picture of lightning, right? So lightning is when there is a bunch of clouds and the clouds are filled with air and we will have these type of lightning. And it also occurs before the rain. You must have seen when it is rainfall, when it is raining at your place or at any place, there is lightning also, right? So this is all due to the strong winds. All right, it's all due to the strong winds. Now here comes, I'm going to show you a video, and again, this video is our edible video. Do watch it later on and do like that video also so that it's going to be saved for you and you can see that video later on. Alright, so here is the video. There you go. Can you all see my screen, children? Yes? Great. Let's watch the video.
Whoa, look at the wind blow. This is moving air. When the air comes fast and blows everything away, that's moving air. It gathers all the clouds and creates a storm. It can be dangerous at times. Oh, watch it. It's blowing really hard. Wind brings the rain sometimes with it, but we can also create energy with moving air through windmills.
Okay. So you have seen how the moving air, it causes the storm, right? Sometimes the air is very, very strong and it causes the storm. And these storms are very dangerous, right? These strong winds are very dangerous. But the wind is also, the strong winds also help us to make energy. And that energy is called the the nuclear energy. And like you have seen the windmill, right? It helps to create a windmill, right? So it is useful also sometimes, but most of the time it's very, very dangerous, right? So the strong winds, they causes the storm. And what is actually the wind? When the air is moving, we will have that moving air is called a wind, right? Okay. Now, if you see that in your book also, you can see that on page number 43, they have given a picture of a storm in the sea. You can see the picture is about a storm which is in the sea. And they have written that moving air is called wind. Wind help things to move. Wind help things to move. Remember, in the beginning of the class, I showed you how the papers started moving, right? So it helps things to move, and a strong wind is called a storm. A strong wind is called a storm. So the storms are very dangerous. You must have seen in movies on television that how they are creating problems for people, right? And there might be some kind of storm at your places also. Sometimes in your life, there might be a storm, a rainstorm, or another thunderstorm, right? So it is all caused because of the moving air, right? So I hope it is clear now how the air moves and what happens when when the moving air, that is the wind, is very strong, right? Okay. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to do part number. You have to do in your notebook, you have to draw a picture showing the movement of the air. That means that you have to draw a picture of moving air and how it causes the problem. That means you are going to draw a picture. You can draw a picture of a rainfall, how the rain is coming, and you can show some clouds, right? And how the trees are. Remember the PowerPoint, the presentation that I've shown you regarding how the trees were moving from their places because of the movement of the air, because of the wind, because the wind was so strong. So you can either draw that picture or you can draw a picture of of a rainfall, showing rainfall. Okay. I'm going to give you 7 minutes for this task, and your task starts now. Time is up, class. Show me your pictures. Show me your pictures, Ali. Wow, you have drawn a picture of a rainfall. Very good. Okay, Neha, you have drawn a picture of a tree, how the trees are moving from their places. They have moved. They are almost falling down. Very good, Neha. That's great. Good job. Okay, yes, Sarah. Sorry, yes, Alia, what you have drawn? You have also shown a picture of a tree, how the tree were moving, right? So you can show two different pictures. One picture of a tree, how the tree looks like, and another picture you can show how the trees have moved from its place, how the trees are falling down, and that is all because of uh, the the wind, the strong wind, right? So that means that you have learned a lot in this class today, right? That's very, very good. You have learned about how the air moves, and the moving air is called wind, and the how the storms are caused, right? So do you think storms are dangerous? Yes, of course, they are very, very dangerous. You should take care of yourself. You shouldn't come out when it is a storm. And remember the video, how people were saving themselves because they were almost falling down because of the windstorm. right? And it was also raining, and there was a strong wind. You have seen in the window, so in the video. So these winds are very, very dangerous for us, right? Okay. So now I have a question for you, which I have written on a paper. Okay. We can see wind. Can we see wind? Yes. But how? How can we see wind? How can we see the wind? Can you see? You can feel it. Wow, great job. I'm so happy for you. You can feel the wind. You can feel it when you go out and it's windy. All your clothes are going to move. They are going to, as you have seen in the video, how the clothes were moving, right? So it is all because of the wind. You can feel the wind when it is the winds are very strong and it is winter time and you go outside, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel so cold, right? You will just feel like going back to your house, right? Inside and stay safe, right? Wow, that's great. So what we have learned about the moving wind or moving air. When the air moves, we have wind, and that wind can be strong also, and that strong wind is very, very dangerous for us. Yes? Okay, class, I hope you have enjoyed the experiment which I did in the beginning. You enjoyed the video that I have shown you. You have seen the pictures also. You can go on our website and see that video again. Okay, or you can search through internet and find out some more pictures of that, what causes the strong wind, more pictures of different types of storms. There are hurricanes, there are tornadoes, there are this is cyclone. These are all the names of different storms which are caused because of the strong wind. Okay, all right, children. Okay, so have a nice day. See you tomorrow in your next class. Bye bye.